So you're earning good money, but feel like you're on a treadmill. You don't own your time and you're not sure if you're ever gonna be free. Now you've done everything right and you're still uncertain about your future. At least that's how I was. Today we're gonna flip the script. I worked hard, I saved, I played by the rules, but I was still chasing until I discovered systems that created income while I slept. And that's when I realized that wealth isn't income, it's freedom. You see, what happens with most people is they earn more, but they also spend more, and their time is spoken for by somebody else. And I heard a saying a while ago that if you're not chasing your dream, you're helping somebody else chase their dream. You see, the more you make, the more they expect, which is cool, I get it. Everybody has a role. The problem is there, though, you feel like an employee of your own success. We're gonna fix that today with 7 mindset shifts. Here we go. So the first shift we have to have is from earning to owning. Income stops when you stop working. That's not good, right? So you have to own income producing assets, right? Stocks, systems, royalties, things that produce money. That's how you really define an asset, is if it produces money. So when I bought my first cash flow asset, now it was in covered calls when I was a teenager, but I also started to get some real estate, and then I started to really get heavily into covered calls. That's when my whole calendar really changed, and I started to shift my mind toward owning things that could create passive or semi-passive income. So that's great, right? But the issue is then your money loses value sitting in the bank, right? So I did a recent video that says, according to my studies, me and ChatGPT doing this study, that says basically if you're not making 11.1% a year, at least in the last 4 years, you're going backwards. So 11.1% is the baseline. And then over that is where you get your growth. Otherwise, you're just treading water. And you can verify what I'm saying here. I mean, things have cost a lot more. Just go back to 2019 and price out what an average car is or an average house, and now what is it? It's way more. Eggs have gone up. We always talk about eggs, it's a funny thing, but there's other things, filet mignon and meat and hamburger, everything's gone up. So if you're not making 11.1%, and I don't care if the government thinks it's 2%, it ain't 2% from where I shop, and things are just more expensive. You've got to create that as a baseline and then grow from there. And that means you have to allocate cash from productive use to investments that pay you. You see, you don't need more money. You need better movement of money. You need cash flow. I always said cash flow when I was running my business, cash flow is king. And it really is, because if you don't have the cash flow, you could have a ton of assets, but you can go out of business because those assets may not be able to be monetized, for example. So you've got to have assets, things that produce cash flow. The next thing is you have to shift from accumulation to cash flow. The problem is you probably don't know exactly how much you'll retire with, right? Or how much it'll be worth, or if it'll even be enough, right? That's the real issue. So you need something that pays you every week or every month, or at least regularly. Covered calls, dividends, systems that produce cash flow every single week. I have cash flow. I mean, I put it right here on the channel, and I put cash flow as my main thing, right? I'll show you how much cash flow that I'm making. It doesn't mean that my account guarantees goes up every week, the amount that I say, but what it does mean is that I bring in cash flow from the juice. And every Friday, I know my income for the next week. You have to make this next shift. It's from hoping for growth to planning for income. Why? Well, if the market goes sideways, your plan falls apart. Most people are like, well, the S&P 500 goes up 10% a year, and it has for the last 120 years. Cool. But if it happens to be your turn to retire and the market goes down or sideways and you need 4 or 5 years to recover, well, it's not making your 10% right then. Maybe over the last 120 years it is, but you're probably not 120. I'm not, about half that. Bottom line here is you need systems that produce regardless of what the market direction is, right? The market can go up, you should be able to make cash flow. The market can go down, you should be able to make cash flow. Sideways, the market can make you money, right? I can show you lots of charts that are flat over the last year or two, and those people that are waiting for those stocks like Apple or Google in the last year, they're at the same price that they were a year ago. So you've lost a whole year of compounding. You've lost a whole year of making money. And so I always say this, hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a retirement strategy. Income is your retirement strategy. All right, the next shift we're gonna make is to go from avoiding risk to managing risk. And now here's the biggest problem. We have all these fears, and most of them come from the days of old, when we were afraid of the saber-toothed tiger coming out from behind the tree and killing us. And that was cool because that's what protected us. The ones that are still here, you and me, we were protected by that, limbic system that made those decisions very quickly to avoid death, right? The problem is that fear's still in our brains. And fear keeps you in cash. Oh my God, the market's at an all-time high. It's gonna crash. Or Kramer says that the market's not gonna go up anymore. Or CNBC's got these things. Or we got tariffs, or we got news, or nuclear bombs, whatever. All that fear, and you gotta get away from that fear, guys. All that fear keeps you in cash. And I just said, cash keeps you out of assets that bring you cash flow. Cash is great, but you're not gonna get rich being in cash. Inflation is eating away at it at 11% a year. So you got $100,000 this year, it's only worth $89,000 in buying power next year. You've got to be careful about that. So you've got to make the shift to understand risk and manage it with defined strategies. I talk about covered calls on this channel. I've got a new program called the Juice Lever. And the idea is that we take the gambler. There's a gambler out there that buys options and we sell them to him. We're happy to take their money. And we shift the script, right? We bring that money in as a seller, and that's what keeps us creating cash flow. Okay, the next shift we want to make is from doing it alone to building leverage. You're the bottleneck of your own growth, really. I mean, you're the problem. Admit it. Let's move on. Cool. I'm the problem in my own growth. It doesn't matter where it is. Maybe it's in my health or my wealth or my fitness or relationships, but I'm the person that needs to take control. I'm the person that needs to be responsible because I'm the bottleneck. And I'm willing to admit that because by admitting that, then I can get past the problem. So the way to get past the problem is to find out who's done it before. Tony Robbins always talks about a system called modeling. Find somebody who's successful in what you're doing and model them. Do what they're doing. Learn from them. Get involved in their communities. Get mentorship. Get automation. Whatever it is right now. I can tell you, I've started many masterminds. I think it's 6 or 7 right now. And when I join these masterminds, and a mastermind is a group of people that have like-minded interests that come together and they magnify what they're trying to do. When I join masterminds, I basically get incredible results because I have people that are looking at me going, should you be doing that? Or, hey man, good job. You're doing a great job. Or I understand what you're doing. How can we do it better? We're all working toward the same thing. And that's what the power of community really is. So you've got to use communities, knowledge, systems to get leverage on yourself so that you're not the bottleneck anymore. And the next shift that we have to make, and this is a tough one, it's to go from someday thinking to now thinking. Right? Someday I'm going to retire. Someday I'm going to have enough money. Someday I'm going to take my family on that vacation. Someday I'm just going to travel the world. You got to start now. That someday usually comes attached with bad knees and rough hips, or maybe you're not even around when that someday comes. You can't defer your life. You can't hope that one day you're going to be free. You've got to make that decision to figure out a way to be free now because life happens so fast. Right? Pretty soon your kids are grown. Pretty soon you're almost at retirement. Pretty soon you're not feeling well anymore. Those kinds of things are going to happen and life happens. So you've got to get ahead of it, right? Build a plan for your lifestyle that pays you now. That's what you've got to do is you've got to get ahead of it. And freedom, it's not a number. There's that commercial that says, what's your number? It's not a number. It's really a mindset. It's a date and you get to choose that date too. Here's the conundrum. We're kind of stuck on this hamster wheel, right? We have to keep working harder, and then we have less time to do other things. We have to hope that the market saves us. We have to watch inflation erode our savings, right? We have to miss that time with our family. And we never really get to the point where we truly feel safe or free. I don't know about you, but that's certainly the way it was for me, is you never feel like you're free. You never get to that number where you go, hey, I'm there. You never get to that time where you go, I got plenty of time, I'm there. You just keep going. And at some point we have to stop and we have to take an inventory. And that's the problem. It's kind of the silent trap of the middle class. It's like we have to keep getting more, bigger houses, nicer cars, right? Those kinds of things. And those keep us stuck. And those keep us in fear. And they keep us from living the life we're truly meant to live. So where's this leading? Well, I can tell you, if you want to take control of your own life, you need to do it now. Don't wait 5 or 10 more years. Don't let somebody be in charge of your wealth or your health or your happiness. Take charge of it now. I have systems that show you how to do that. I've got a newsletter that's free. You can join it below, or you can join our mastermind. I mean, it's designed for high earners that are ready to be high leverage investors. And I've got those links below, and I'd love to see you there. bottom line here is you really don't need to be rich to think like the wealthy, right? You've heard that saying, fake it till you make it. Well, that's kind of true. Start thinking like the wealthy think, and you'll start to attract all kinds of great things in your life. You need a better model probably, right? You need better guidance. You need better systems. And which shift are you going to make today to get there? That's really up to you. I hope you make the right decision, because life goes by so fast and it's so precious, and you need to cherish it every single day and make decisions now for the best life that you can possibly live. Hey, it's Mark Yagi, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do that right now. That would be a great favor to me, and plus it helps me get this material out to a lot of other people that might need it. I've got a little bit of a movement going on here, and I want to try to change the world one person at a time, showing them that you can make safe, reliable income from the stock market. And plus it helps to grow the channel a little bit. Also, if you would give me a thumbs up on the video and like it, great. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down, that's cool. But just tell me why you don't like it so I can get better. And then hit the notification bell so you can get these videos as soon as they come out, because a lot of times this is timely information and you want to get that information before it gets stale. The last thing is to join my free Insider Tips newsletter. There's a link below, and you get everything in one spot. You get breaking news and analysis also. So that would be great if you could do that too. See you soon.